While decidedly more primitive than citizens of the Empire, the men inhabiting the frozen wastes of Norsca have developed surprisingly intricate religious customs. As close as they are to the Chaos Wastes, it makes a good deal of sense to seriously consider what rituals can and cannot keep their fickle deities appeased. In particular, the Northerners give a great deal of thought to what happens to their most powerful leaders after death. Such a vibrant soul will surely draw the attention of demons, and they may not be able to defend themselves during the turbulent transition from life to death. To protect themselves from this fate, truly powerful Chaos Lords, or Shyi-Zars, have taken to appointing warriors, known as Shyi-Zars, from among their loyal commanders. To understand what a Shyi-Zar is, one must take a brief tour through Norskan grammar. First, it's worthwhile to know that, among the northern marauders, Zars are war leaders. They lead small packs of warriors, numbering 10 to 20 kinsmen, bound to them either by fear or respect. Such warbands can be found scrabbling out their existence in the northern wastes, or raiding the lands of weakling southerners. Secondly, the prefix Shyi is derived from the term Shayish, or death. When combined, the term's meaning becomes clear. A Shyi-Zar is a death czar, or death leader. He and his men are charged with preparing the afterlife for their High Czar, and guarding him upon his arrival. To competently perform this duty, Shyi-Zars and their men cannot be alive. After all, you can't ready the afterworld for your leader if you aren't there yourself. As such, upon his selection, a Shyi-Zar and his warband are ritually murdered by their High Czar and his shamans. Their bodies are then gutted and stuffed, alongside their mounts. After being properly prepared and dressed in their war gear, the corpses are then arranged in lifelike poses. The taxidermy warbands are positioned facing east, as if they are charging into the rising sun, which carries significant meaning to the Norskans. Despite this gruesome process, the position of Shyi-Zar is one of the highest honors achievable among the chaotic tribes, and warbands will go to great lengths to earn the position. In addition to the prestige of the role, becoming a Shyi-Zar is also a great act of devotion to the gods of chaos. The ritual is holy in the eyes of Tzeentch, as it revolves around the most sacred change possible, the transition from life to death. As such, each Zar eagerly looks forward to an opportunity to become a Shyi-Zar. Of course, such a decision is not taken without consulting the gods first. Before a great war with the Southerners, every chieftain commands their sorcerers to perform a ritual to determine if they should even attempt to become their lord's Shyi-Zar. If the omens are bad, the Zar will stand aside, letting other, luckier warriors try for the honor. If, on the other hand, the omens are good, then a Zar will declare his intent to become a Shyi-Zar through a process known as pledging. Pledging is an unholy ritual undertaken before the High Zar alongside the other pledging Zars. Those who intend to become a Shyi-Zar gather around an immense campfire at midnight. Mystical herbs and leaves are thrown into the fire, enhancing the spiritual awareness of those present. After all are gathered, the High Zar will arrive and present a quest for the potential Shyi-Zars. This is usually a challenge that tests the skill, strength, and bravery of its contestants, designed to find the best warriors among the chaotic host. Historically speaking, this is the retrieval of a body part from some monster, be it a claw, horn, or something else. For example, in the case of Zar Kathos, whose account most of this information was derived from, the potential Shyi-Zars were tasked with retrieving a griffin talon. After receiving their quest, the Zars will then cut their right palm and let the blood flow into the flame as a symbol of their dedication. The ritual complete, each Zar will return to their kinsband and inform them of their new mission. While the process of becoming a Shyi-Zar is considered holy among the Northerners, it is not immune to sabotage. Pledged Zars will menace each other, attempting to prevent their fellows from completing their quest. They may try to kill the fellow Zars, their allies, or their mounts. They may actually seek out information that can help them complete their quest before murdering the informants. All these tactics and more are fair game in the eyes of the Chaos Gods. Still, once a Zar has completed the task before them, the other pledged Zars are expected to stand aside and let the successful warrior receive their honors. While this doesn't always occur in practice, it is heavily frowned upon even among the savage Norse to ignore this part of the tradition. With that, we have come to the end of another Warhammer video. Apologies for not having a total war segment in this video, but as far as I could tell, this tradition isn't exactly represented in-game. I was just reading through Shyi-Zar, a short story by Dan Abnett, and thought it was so fascinating I couldn't help but share it. It's always cool seeing that side of chaos that isn't just rah-rah kill the Southerners. It's kind of related to that, but not completely intertwined like most stories are. Anyways, considering CA's recent behavior, I wanted to take a tiny break from talking about their product while still staying true to my Warhammer roots. Sorry about luring all of you here underneath false pretenses with that title. If you guys thought this was interesting though, I'd love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments down below. If that feels like a lot, you can also just leave a like or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's all I have for today though, so until next time, this has been Sigmar's Chosen, signing off for now.